Alright guys, welcome back to Alternate Dimensions. As I noted this week, we have started being open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and as we move into those days, we're looking for something to do in the middle of the week. Digimon seemed to win out on Tuesdays. We're still deciding on the other days: Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. But what I thought I would do is I would open a box here on stream and let you guys kind of see some of the things about the game, and at least give you a little insight into what I have played, just so you know what you could be getting into. So this is Great Legend. So there's been 4 booster sets released in the United States, 1.0, 1.5, Great Legend, and Battle of Omni. 1.0 is a mixture of the first 2 sets from Japan, and set 1.5 is a mixture of part of the second and third sets from Japan. And then they actually started mirroring with Great Legend and Battle of Omni. Double Diamond is the next set. It's listed as BT06. It is supposed to be released in November. I do not have a firm date, but the last date I saw was Black Friday week. So we'll see how that goes. It's made by Bandai. Bandai does have a long history of card games, more than you would imagine. Probably the one that most people may or may not know about is the Dragon Ball Z card game. And I'm not talking about the current one. Actually, yes, the original was made by Panini, but there were some other games that they did. Alright, and we got a box topper. This is one of the tamers. So tamers are basically net characters that are evolving and breeding these Digimon. Izzy here is one that actually gets used quite a bit, so that's actually a good pull for us. Booster boxes are around $80. The first 2 sets are harder to get, so right now we're charging $90 for those because I'm having to pay more to get those, and then $80 for Great Legend, Battle of Omni, and soon to be Double Diamond. Boxes are they're 12 cards in a pack, 24 packs in a box. So they're a little smaller than standard boxes, but they're pretty neat. So I'm going to go over the different types. So this is an option card. Basically like a sorcery. I'll explain how costs are paid, but it tells you when you can play it. Usually the phase is listed in a dark colored or dark shaded area, and then the keywords like blocker, reboot, security attack are listed with a reddish background. And then you'll note that there is a security icon. So, similar to the way Pokemon works, um, there is a scenario where you're having to destroy all your opponent's security cards. Basically, at the start of the game, after you've shuffled and presented and done all that, determine who goes first. Both players put the top 5 cards of their deck in their security area. And if one of the Digimon gets through and hits the security area, then that person turns the top card of their deck, or top card of the security stack, face up. And then if it's an option card, you do whatever it says here. In this case, this just goes to my hand. If it's a Digimon, then the Digimon that attacked and the one that was revealed fight each other. So if the attacking Digimon is bigger then most of the time nothing happens. If it's smaller, then it goes to the trash pile. And most of the time, the revealed security Digimon also just goes to the trash pile. But options are the sort of the sorcery cards here. Digimon have a memory cost, and I'll explain that in a minute. They have a Digivolve cost, and on this particular card, the level you can Digivolve this on a level 2 for 0. Its power is 2,000. Of course, it's a level 3. That's its name. In here, in this top box, it will tell you its any powers or abilities it has. If there's something in this bottom box, then it gets when you Digivolve on top of this character, then further Digimon that are evolved from this one, or Digivolve from this one, gain that game text. So if you've ever played Evolve mechanic from Magic the Gathering, it's a very similar thing. The difference here is you actually have to match the level type. So this one's a level 2 to evolve onto it. And then there are all the way up to level 7s. Hope I can, Galmon. So Galmon doesn't have any game text here, but if you evolve this from him, level 3, up to another level, then this is inherited to the future Digimon, so they have this ability. And there's level 4, level 5. Ooh, slid too many there. There's also a section that have a different back. So the blue backs are your normal draw deck. The white backs are your Digi-Eggs. Yeah, you have 5 of these cards in a separate pile. If you're not breeding or hatching an egg in that zone, then there's a specific phase where you get to reveal the Digimon face up. And let's see if there's one here. Not for this color, but you can evolve into this one, into a breeding area, and that area cannot be attacked or affected by your opponent. So it kind of keeps it in a safe location. but it also means it can't attack or block. On the following turn, if you wish to move it out of the breeding area, you can, and then the next turn you can flip over another egg. Rarity is in the bottom right hand corner. You get a one rare. It's Victory Greymon here. It is one of the rares. Typically they're going to have a gold frame there. See it there. And then it's a gold level. And then you have a spot either for a second rare, or in this case, it's a super rare. And then the last card in the stack is a checklist, but it also has this meter. So this meter explains, so this is your memory gauge. In this game, to play the cards, you have to pay an amount of memory either equal to the memory cost of the card, or if you're digivolving, you can pay the number of in the digivolve cost. Now what happens when you pay memory? Well, the meter moves toward the other player. So typically, let's see if I've got another one here. Yeah, I'll use this one. So typically, you'll start the game at 0. Double this just a hair. Okay. See, start of the game, the player that goes first starts at 0. And so if he decides to play this Sonorazamon, if he pays 3, then he moves the meter to his opponent's side to 3. When that happens, player 1 turns ends and player 2 turns begins. And then they can use this memory until it crosses back. Now, if they ever get to a point where they choose not to continue playing cards, then it passes back to the other player and default sets to 3 memory. So if you wanted to drop a 6 coster and couldn't play pay the evolve cost, if you had to pay this, you can give your opponent 6 memory, but just know that he can drop something big on the return swing. So that makes them for some interesting in-game decisions. Get my rares together. Yeah, you'll notice that the 6s and controversy, and also the 7s, do not have something inheritable. 6 or 7 is going to be the highest evolution cost that you're going to have, or level right now. Alright, let's see if we can't step this up a little bit. Some of them are just blank. Some of them are literally just stats. All of your digi-eggs are going to have some sort of inheritable, which is kind of important. That's a Shine Greymon. Get this back to normal. Okay. And a little bit of gold foiling around it, and then down there, and then you'll also notice down here in the bottom, the security effect is also gold foiled on rares. Some of the cards have when digivolving, so this only triggers if this digivolves into this version from a level 3 in this case. Some of them, all of them have reminder text, so like Digiburst 2 is trash Digivolution cards that are under this to do this ability. Wargramon and a Zed Garurumon. Yeah, for the most part, your first slot is going to be a rare, and then I'm going to set all of the commons and the commons to the side. Your first slot's going to be a rare, and then your second slot can either be a rare, a super rare, or a secret rare. Now, what is a secret rare? Most of the secret rares that I have seen are alternate art versions of super rares. So, let's look at Golemon. You'll notice this is all turns, so this is active on all players' turns. And then this one, Make Retinum, is only available on your opponent's turn, as far as that ability. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this one. But when you play this, so you can't evolve it, it has to be the full 7. You may return one of your other Digimon to its owner's hand to return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolutions cards to its owner's hand, and then trash all of the Digimon cards of your Digimon. And then try to Revolt. Alright. little bit. Flamebon. Oh yeah, that's another important thing. So if you digivolve onto a in play or in breeding area Digimon, you get to draw a card after you digivolve. Now, very much like auras in Magic the Gathering, if the Digimon dies, all the Digivolutions go with it. So we have another trainer here. This is another rare. This is Marcus Damon. And then we have Rotramon. That's a nasty one. Digiburst 3, so I have to trash 3 Digimon Digivolution cards that's under this. All opponents Digimon get minus 4,000 until the end of the turn. So every color, if you will, has its own flavor. Yellow likes to give negative amounts to other Digimon. Red likes things like security attack, means if he gets through it, he gets to check more than additional security cards. Which, help your opponent die faster. Of course, we went over Digiburst. Okay. So we have a Blinding Ray. Trash the top card of your security deck, then gain 2 memory. So trashing cards off your security stack is dangerous, but just like something in Mono Black, you're trading one card out of your security stack for 2 memory on a card that costs 0. It's fantastic. And this one is just rare, but a beautiful rare at that. This is Chaosmon. He can evolve off either a green or a black, level 6. He has piercing, so if he attacks an opponent's Digimon and lives, it's still going to do a security check, which is kind of crazy. And then it has a crazy ability. When digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. Then it can attack your opponent's Digimon. This effect allows you to attack unsuspended Digimon as well. So normally, suspend is tap and unsuspended is on tap. So typically you can attack tapped Digimon, but not untapped. Except he says, I'm coming over anyway, deal with it. So your opponent can kind of keep their Digimon out of harm's way, at least from attacks. But definitely a surprise. So this is an interesting one. Burning Greymon says you may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your red tamers as if the tamer was a level 3 Digimon. And on your turn, it's plus 3,000. So on my turn, this is a 9,000 attack. So this number is used when fighting other Digimon, and also, you can spot that number. If their DP number ever reaches 0, similar to the way creatures die in Magic when their toughness reaches 0, these guys also die. Yoshino Fujita. And another super rare. So this is Plutomon. Security attack +1. While the Digimon Digi-Evolution cards includes a Digimon with a hybrid in its form, or a red tamer, it gains plus 4,000 DP. So for a level 5, 11,000 is absolutely crazy. Now, so hybrid cards are ones that can evolve off of multiple colors. Now this guy's pretty cool. So far, this box has actually been above average. I've hit multiple tamers. I've only hit, weirdly enough, I've only hit one super rare so far. Oh, there's another one. This is one we had talked about. So Blocker. Blocker, if this card is untapped, if you will, and your opponent's attacking your security stack, or any of your Digimon, you can tap and redirect the attack to this Digimon. It's kind of similar to what you've seen in Hearthstone. I'm trying to be subtle with what's back there because I don't know either. Seed Garurumon. That's rare number 1. Alright, this is a secret rare. If I can. Right there in the beside the card number is, usually it says SR for super rare. And it's got 3 letters there. This is SEC for secret. When you have 10 or more cards in your trash, when playing this card from your hand, reduces cost by 8. So this is a level 3. It costs 13, which normally you cannot play if you're at 0. 10,000 attack. But if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, then this is 6, which is pretty nuts. On play, you recovery +1. All turns, this Digimon can only digivolve into Digimon with Lucimon in their names. Okay. But it's a 10,000 for 6 that recovers a card. Recovery Let's put the top card of your deck in your top of your card of your security pile. I guess it would help if I explain that, wouldn't it? So I have a super rare and a secret rare. I had thought about not busting this box open, but that would have been a mistake. Digimon, Agumon. Obviously, this is one of the more famous characters from the game. At least the ones I knew. Bushi Agumon. Okay, so that's the difference in the Chaosmons. This is the shiny pretty foil, and that's the regular. And then Dark Roar. Kamiya, Yellow Tamer, and Ma Gaogamon. The game has a limit of 4 copies of any one version of the card. Now, so you can have 4 copies of a specific version of Agumon, and then have 4 copies of another version of Agumon, which I think is interesting. Flesh and Blood does something similar based on pitch value. Sabrismon, Werewolf Mode. Alright, so this is a different keyword. So, Rush. This Digimon can attack the turn it comes into play. So it's basically haste in Magic. And if you play this for 9, you can delete another copy of this particular Digimon to basically mean play this for nothing. It's insane. And Beowulfmon. Here's another keyword that's on this super rare, jamming. This one's super important. This Digimon cannot be defeated in battles against security Digimon. So if it attacks and it hits the opponent's security stack, it can't be defeated by any Digimon that's doesn't matter if it has higher strength or not. I actually needed more dudes that had jammed. So. Okay. Another copy. Digimon. When digivolving, one of your Digimon gains piercing for the turn. So really good. So right now, I have one alt art. One secret rare and 3 super rares. Commander Con, Hell's Gate. I've got a separate pile that I'm pulling out because I want to make sure I have these set aside. One of these is for a deck. Oh, another Izzy. Another super rare. This is Chaosmon Valtron's Worm. So this one can be evolved on a green or a yellow. Whoops. Level 6. Activate the following effect twice. If you digivolved, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP for the turn. On deletion, gain 3 memory. That's quite good. There are also, before I forget to mention, let me adjust something. So there are traits that are underneath the name box here. On this one it says, well, your Digimon has deeper grade in the title, gains plus 1,000. Here on Commander Con, debrigade. So it's basically a buff. We got another foil. Alright, another Digimon. Blastmon. Super rare. Black. Level 6. Security. Attack +1. When attacking, your opponent may choose one of their unsuspended Digimon. If they do, switch the target of the attack to that Digimon. So basically, you go around. He can redirect it to another one, but at his own peril. Because he's kind of big. We have more foils. Agumon, another one of those. And this is Plutomon. When digivolving, draw 2. Then you may put a purple option card with a memory cost of 6 or less from your hand. Then you may use a purple option card with memory cost 6 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. So you pay 4 to drop this level 6, draw 2 cards, and then you can automatically play something that costs 6 or less from your hand. That's pretty nuts. I want to straighten this pile up just a hair. Because reasons. Digimon and Thomas H. Norstein. We got about 4 to 5 packs left. Foil, Dark Roar, and Leomon. If you have a tamer in play, alright, so this one is pretty good. It has Digiburst 2, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, and when attacking, so that's its normal ability. If you evolve, Digivolve, if you have a tamer in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon while attacking. How to shut off blocker. It's actually really good. Full Moon Blaster, another Yoshino Fujita. foil. War Growlmon. I think that's the second or third one of that one. And this is War Greymon. You may add the top to your hand to unsuspend this Digimon and have one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 6,000 DP until the end of turn. Okay. I gotta waste a security stack card to do it, but kinda good. See if I can get this to catch up. We're dropping frames like crazy. Okay. Ghostmon and Victory. Probably not going to get anything crazy out of these last packs because I think we've hit our quota. Alright, Kari Kamiya. So there's like, in a pack, there's 7 commons, 3 uncommons, a rare, and either a rare, super rare, or secret rare. We're down to our last 2 packs. One other thing that I meant to mention is on the back, it tells you how many cards are in the set, and breaks it down by rarity: commons, uncommons, rares, super rares, and secret rares. Shine Greymon and another Izzy. That might actually give me that might give me more than a play set of Izzy's. Alright. Last pack for the one. I don't think there's a foil in this one, but that's okay. Plutomon, which I actually wanted because he's also a member of Deeper Grade and a Blinding Ray. Alright guys, that was quite a haul, honestly. If you guys are interested in learning to play, we're open now 7 days a week. Alternate dimensions 217 South Anderson Street in Tullahoma. We are your dimension for fun.